Coming up on MedWatch today, born at just 1 pound, now smiling and thriving at 16 pounds. See how Community Regional Medical Center's NICU saved the life of a premature baby girl and what her mom wants all parents to know. Plus, how does a trip to Disney World, Hawaii, or the Daytona 500 sound? You could be on your way on a trip of a lifetime by buying a raffle ticket to support Terry's House. We've got the details just ahead. And when you're at the gym, could you be wasting time by doing some popular exercises incorrectly? We're going to talk to a fitness expert about correcting technique to help us get the most out of our workouts. Still ahead. Hi there, and thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Stephanie Bainham. The Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, commonly known as the NICU, is a place where no parent ever wants their newborn to end up. But if you find yourself there, it's good to know the hospital staff has the experience and heart to care for extremely premature babies. Community Regional Medical Center has a Level 3 NICU unit equipped for the most medically fragile tiny babies. We hear from one local mom on how Community Regional's NICU saved her baby's life while changing her own life along the way. Today, 13-month-old Maria Fernanda Perez is a healthy, animated little girl. You would never imagine that this 16 pounds of cuteness once weighed in at just 1 pound and 1.8 ounces the day she was born, fitting in the palm of her mother, Jessica Perez's hand.
Heartbroken. It was hard because it was my first pregnancy, so I never imagined it. I was like, what did I do wrong?
Like many parents, Jessica never thought her newborn would end up in the NICU. And when she did, her response was a common one, says NICU clinical nurse specialist Diana Cormier.
Like many of our moms, Jessica was very fearful and had a lot of doubt and didn't have a lot of confidence.
Community Regional Medical Center hosts a meeting with NICU parents twice a month. It's called Parent Connection, and it provides parents with support and help through the premature process. And it was in those meetings that Jessica started seeing things in a new light.
But now that I look back at it, it was kind of like a blessing. I see it because my husband told me, well, the blessing that we're gonna have is we're gonna see her grow through, like how she transitioned, how she grows outside of the womb. And he's like, and other parents, they see their baby growing through ultrasounds.
Jessica spent every day, 5 times a day, for 4 months in the NICU, watching over her baby girl.
And sure enough, that's what we did. Step by step, we saw her growing. We saw her open her eyes little by little. She was just a strong fighter. She moved a lot, so I was surprised. I was like, wow, I can't believe this little baby. She was so small. I was like, this little baby is now this big baby.
And this big baby is nothing but smiles when visiting the nurses that helped save her life in the NICU.
When you come in, you feel welcomed, even though you know that you're coming to see your baby. You don't know how you're going to see your baby, but they also give you the support, and it feels like a second home.
A second home, filled with many tiny hearts, saved by a staff with the biggest hearts. The Community Regional NICU will be holding a Hawaiian-themed reunion for their families on October 21st. Everyone is invited to the event that brings together past NICU families with the NICU care team for a day of family fun. You can RSVP by calling the number 559-459-3961. A burn can be devastating, especially for a child. Did you know that burn injuries are one of the leading causes of hospitalization for kids in the Central Valley? That's why Community Regional Medical Center's Child Life program and the Leon S. Peters Burn Center is so important. The program helps kids and their families cope with the difficult experience of being burned. We caught up with child life specialist Alexis Castro at the Leon S. Peters Burn Center to find out more. Thank you so much, Alexis, for your time and for joining us today. So you're a child life specialist. Remind folks of what that is.
So a child life specialist role is primarily in the hospital setting, and we want to help decrease the, traumatization from a hospital experience that a child might have. And we try and create a less threatening experience in a bunch of different ways. We also provide therapeutic and developmental play opportunities for our patients. Being in the hospital for a long period of time can really take a toll on a patient's developmental level, especially our young ones. So we want to provide those experiences where they're playing, which is also a natural way that they learn and experience their environment. So we want to continue that here.
Very important job that you have, and burns must be so devastating, especially for children. What do you want parents to know about the upcoming fall season? What should they look out to help prevent burns?
A large number of burns that we see are from scalds, so hot water, hot bathtub. So small things that they can purchase, like bathtub thermometers, can help to make sure that the water isn't too hot when they place their child in there, or protective coverings over the knobs so that they're not accidentally hit and then the hot water spills onto them. Cup of noodles is always a big criminal offender here in the burn unit as a cause for scald burns. So anytime you're heating up or making, you know, hot, super hot liquid, to put those pots back on the back burner and face the handles away so they're not something that a child could pull down, as well as letting it cool for at least 5 minutes, so that way the liquid as well as the noodles can have time to cool down. Longer is fine, and test it so that way you're not giving them something that's hot, which then can be knocked over and spilled on their lap or on their body, which can cause a scald burn.
Well, thank you for that advice, and it's good to know that you're here to help the kiddos in case an accident ever happens. So thanks so much for your time and for letting us know.
Thank you.
Thanks. Coming up on MedWatch today, tattoos. We see them everywhere, but now the American Academy of Pediatrics is weighing in, offering some recommendations for teenagers. We'll tell you what they are saying in our health headlines just ahead. Plus, meet our healthcare hero, a person who helps serve up warm meals and smiles to comfort patients and families while at the hospital. That's next.